first billionaire and a U.S. president, both are resting in peace in Cleveland.
And there is a mystery surrounding another famous person's grave. We explore more in our special feature, My Ohio, with Leon Bibb. Leon is alive in downtown Cleveland with some interesting facts about Lakeview Cemetery. Leon?
Interesting to say the least, Anita. It is one of my favorite places because it is steeped in history. Lakeview Cemetery. There you will find mysteries, legends, and a presidential resting place among the tens of thousands of burial places. It was an autumn Cleveland day when horses clip-clopped up this hill, pulling a hearse bearing the body of the murdered president. Cleveland's Lakeview Cemetery. In 1881, Cleveland area-born President James Garfield had been assassinated, his body brought here. In this structure is the resting place of a president.
Mr. Garfield was born and raised in Northeast Ohio, born in what is now Moreland Hills, lived, of course, in Mentor.
The cemetery's Mary Kramer knows the way well. At the cemetery's highest point is the Garfield Monument. When the funeral cortege came up this hill, Garfield's body was placed elsewhere. A few years later, the monument was ready. Here lies the president.
President Garfield's casket is the only presidential casket is on what we call full display. You can see the casket on a beautiful platform. All other presidents are either buried in the ground or in some type of structure.
On this day, among the visitors is a youngster and his parents. The Garfield Monument was mentioned in school. He came to see for himself. Tell me why you think it's important to study history.
Because it was our country's past.
Next to President Garfield's casket is that of his wife and the ashes of their daughter and son-in-law. In this quiet place on Cleveland's east side, the city's history is evident. In these rolling hills, Cleveland names ring familiar. The world's first billionaire, John D. Rockefeller, is buried here. A monument stands over the family burial spot. Legend has it, leave money at Rockefeller's gravestone and wealth will find you. Well, we'll go along. Money left here goes to charities. Another burial spot with a legend is that of Ray Chapman, the only Major League Baseball player to die directly from the game. Playing for the 1920 Cleveland Indians, a pitched ball caught him in the head. Chapman died that day. In tribute, Cleveland fans raised money for the gravestone. Since 1920, mysteriously, baseball items regularly appear at Chapman's gravesite, even today.
You'll see baseballs, gloves, hats, pennants, jerseys, and you'll actually see money on the headstone.
In 1869, when Lakeview Cemetery first opened, it was initially thought to be a place for Cleveland's socially well-known and financially well-to-do. It has certainly grown beyond that. Cemeteries, of course, are burial places for the dead, but really they are for the living, in that they allow all of us to have a place to come celebrate the lives of those who are no more.
It's a place to celebrate people's lives, to remember, to enjoy those lives before us. I'm a firm believer that where we are today is because of everybody that came before us, including President Garfield.
Cleveland's Lakeview Cemetery, 106,000 burials, and still counting. City within a city. Here history hovers, for each stone has a story to tell. In My Ohio, I'm Leon Bibb. And another thing about that presidential burial place here in Cleveland, by presidential decree at the Garfield Monument on the anniversary of the birth of President Garfield, the U.S. military lays a wreath of remembrance.